San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work. Inside the 45.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and 3. Again, they go to Perkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Perkins on 3rd down. And fights through one man. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give, Perkins running left. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Now a shotgun give to Perkins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Gant working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
There's Perkins on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Get it. Tight. 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, Gant looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gant, and that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is a shake. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with the Super Bowl berth on the line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he Comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. This is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Back to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Gant, short throw into the hands of Jordan. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. For the left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gant. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing on first down. Gant. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Gant. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Looking to throw. Gant. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gant. This is Smith with the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and a couple.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey,
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Finding room at midfield.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and 6. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Get it! Go!
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Gant airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
Cowboys 27, 49ers 16. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target man. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19, Tiger, 19, Mustang 19.
An audible here to get a new look. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
50 Maverick, 50 Maverick. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Home ready.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one complete to Smith. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Perkins. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Warriors 70. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 34-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready?
Inside handoff, Perkins. He's got it to the 43 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gant.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, Gant. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try right side with Perkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They go with Perkins again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Gant. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Jake Moody for the extra
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Perkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Gant. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
You tell they wanted to get that ball down. In the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. On the give, it's Perkins. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
On the right hash, catch. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Now back to throw. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Back to throw here.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. As we sign off here, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that hurt, bro. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Last season, you know what I'm saying, last game of the season, we lost, man. We had the game. We did everything we supposed to do, but then we just stopped playing, started looking at the clock and shit. So, but hats off to the 49ers. Good game. And, hey, thanks for tuning in to the stream. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, man. And as we say around here, man, live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.